Greetings and blessings and peace and happy Thanksgiving to all my viewers here on YouTube and those of you who maybe have just found my YouTube channel uh, through the YouTube search and found this video. Today is Thanksgiving and I live by myself, so it's just me and God spending Thanksgiving together. And I pray that you guys are having an excellent Thanksgiving day, being thankful. And we should be thankful every day, all year round. It shouldn't take just one day out of the year or holiday season for us to be thankful and to be nice to people. But nevertheless, this is the Ravenous Blackbird. And if you are a first time viewer, please make sure you subscribe to my channel right below this video. If you have found this video on YouTube, click the subscribe button so every time I post a new video, you will personally receive a notification. And then that way you won't miss out on my videos and you'll stay up to date. All right. And so we're going to be talking about today, if you live in the Los Angeles area like I do here in Southern California, there was a sighting twice of a supposed to be a man in a jetpack. Okay, this is what the two air pilots of these two different, you know, airline airplanes say that they sighted a supposed a man in a jetpack twice, two different times, and then the supposed jetpack man with the jetpack disappeared. Okay, so we're going to be talking about that today because I do not believe that that was an actual man in a jetpack, because these pilots are professional, they're experienced, and there's no way you can tell me that that quick a man in a jetpack can just disappear that quick, and then they really couldn't make out if that's exactly what it was. But what if that was what we call a UFO sighting, an extraterrestrial, or an alien? And it's proven, biblically, that there were things of sort, like monsters, giants, Goliath. We know David and Goliath. If you know anything about the Bible, he was an actual giant. Okay, and so they supposedly had uh, saw this supposedly sighting of a man with a jetpack on. It was 2 different days. This was a few weeks ago or last week, and nothing else has been said about it. They're supposed to be investigating it. Why was a man, with a jetpack on that high in the air, where it could have conflicted with airplanes and the pilots that were driving these supposed airplanes? This was 2 different times, two different, pilots and airplanes. So they didn't know each other. It wasn't anything that they, rehearsed or came up with. And only in Los Angeles, only in Hollywood, that this could happen. We know we got a lot of actors out here in Hollywood, right? So I don't know if you guys have heard about this, and leave comments. I want to know your opinions as to what you think this could have been. But I do believe, and I wrote this down in my Bible here. I do a lot of research in Christianity, Buddhism, and a lot of other different. I always keep my mind open because there's truths in all kind of religions and things. But I've always been a person that believed in, giants, and that's in the Bible. So giants are real, and they're supposed to be, I guess, fallen angels. The word, the Nephilim, N as in Nancy, E, P as in Paul, Hilim. The Nephilim. Nephilim means a mysterious beings, giants, or fallen angels. Okay, and so that proves that there were giants in the biblical days. Even I think in around the time with Noah, Noah's Ark in Genesis, there were dinosaurs, and there were these giants, David and Goliath, and there were many other giants that was supposed to be related or in Goliath's camp. So I do believe in giants, monstrous beings, fallen angels, also dinosaurs, and also I do believe in extraterrestrial aliens and UFOs, which brings us back, people. Okay, stay with me. Which brings us back to the supposed man with the jetpack on that disappeared twice, and these professional pilots, experienced pilots, couldn't make it out, don't know where it went. Okay, they are investigating, and here it's been a week or two or something like that. Nothing's And sometimes, they sweep things under the rug. Now, I do believe also the military. And I know, and I love our military. Okay, I almost went to the military. My dad was in the military. I love our military, but I do believe that a lot of times the military keeps things on hush. I do believe that there is an area, I think it's called Area 51, Area 54, Area 52, or I'm getting the numbers confused, but they hold things like extraterrestrial beings, things that are supposed to be kept undercover from civilians like you and I, and it's not supposed to be leaked out in the military. If it's confidential, the military is not supposed to tell anybody outside the military. You don't tell anybody but military personnel. So I do believe that there is Area 54, Area 50, whatever it was. There was a movie about this where there was this extraterrestrial being that they were holding at this military, base force, or base, and nobody was supposed to know about it. And somehow it leaked out, and all this other stuff. They're supposed to be based on a true story. I don't know how true it was, but I do believe in the possible extraterrestrial beings on other planets, and I do believe that maybe, just maybe, and again, please feel free to comment whether you agree with me or not. But that it could have been what that was that these two pilots saw. And then we could also trace this type of stuff from giants, monsters, fallen angels, Nephilims, mysterious beings, giants, fallen angels, back to the Bible. Okay, so giants, monsters, dinosaurs. Now, I don't know if it were alien beings or UFOs in the biblical times, but I do know giants and monsters and supposedly dinosaurs. They call them beasts. And you can find that in Genesis chapter 6. Read Genesis chapter 6. And then I also want to bring your attention to something in the New Testament. That was the Old Testament. In the New Testament, you can look in chapter Luke, the chapter of Luke, chapter 21. If you do read the Bible at all, if you don't believe the Bible, then that's not for you, okay? But feel free to comment anyway on whether or not you believe that there are UFOs and aliens, and if you live in the Los Angeles area, do you believe that that could have been a UFO extraterrestrial site that these pilots have saw? But nevertheless, in Luke chapter 21, starting in verse 11, Jesus here was talking. He's talking about, then said he unto them, nations will rise against nation, and kingdoms against kingdoms. Verse 11, starting verse 11, it says, and great earthquakes shall be in different places, and famines and pestilences. Now check this out. And fearful sights. Now, I found out by doing my research that fearful sights in Greek, okay, because there's the Hebrew and then there's the Greek. In Greek, that Greek word fearful sights that Jesus is talking about, that Greek word it means monsters or something monstrous. Yeah. So you have to kind of do your research. But a lot of us as Christians or people that do a lot of research, whether they're biblical scholars or people like that, like to just read just what the Bible says instead of kind of diving behind, doing, extra research and studying to show yourself approved what exactly fearful sights and these phrases and things mean. Now, I know different Bibles can have different meanings and things, but in Greek, fearful sights means the word for monsters or something monstrous. So here Jesus said, and great, in verse 11, Luke 21, and great earthquakes shall be in different places, and famines and pestilences. We're seeing that right now with the earthquakes all over the world in different places. Pestilence, which is the COVID-19 and the flu, okay? And fearful sights in Greek. The Greek word for that means monsters or something monstrous, and great signs or miracles. That word signs means miracles, shall there be from heaven. So if Jesus is talking about these things are going to come, would be from heaven, could there possibly be some type of monstrous or something monstrous coming from heaven? I don't know. I'm just telling you from my research what this could possibly mean in regards to fearful sights. And you can find this again in Luke chapter 21, starting at verse 11, not verse 10, verse 11. And that word fearful sights in Greek, the Greek word for that means monsters or something monstrous. And you can find in Genesis chapter 6, I'm looking here in my Bible, Genesis chapter 6 is where you can find that about the Nephilim and the beast and the thing with Noah. So let me know what you guys think about this. I didn't mean to go that deep, but I wanted to kind of ping pong on you know, the biblical interpretation and what existed. The giants, David and Goliath. Goliath was considered a giant. If you know the story of David and Goliath, and some people don't believe in the Bible, and you are entitled to your opinion. And we're not here to argue or anything like that. I'm open to anybody's opinion on what they think this is, whether you believe in the Bible or not. If you believe in aliens, if you believe in UFOs, giants, monstrous beings, fallen angels. We know fallen angels are real according to the Bible. That's what Satan was, and then there's supposed to be 5 fallen angels that God has supposedly casted out of heaven because Satan tempted, or I guess that's the right word I could use, tempted these other 4 angels, and I can't think of their names as 4 other angels other than Satan, which his name was Lucifer, and he got them to go against God and his laws, and then they became fallen angels. God casted them out of heaven or whatever, and it was supposed to be 5 of them, and Satan or Lucifer was supposed to be one of them, and those fallen angels also could have been one of those, or been those supposed mysterious beings or those giants that existed in biblical times. So hopefully you find this interesting. Again, if you have not subscribed to my channel while you're watching the video and you find this interesting, I have other videos as well in my playlist that you might find interesting. Click the subscribe button right below. Please feel free to leave comments, whether you believe the Bible, whether not, if you believe in UFOs or aliens, and if you live in the Los Angeles area and you have heard about this on the news. It's been all over the news about this supposed man with a jetpack. It was sighted twice by 2 different pilots, 2 different airplanes, and this is what they claim it was. And then they looked up and he disappeared. So I don't know if any, you know how fast airplanes go. I don't know if any jetpacks or man on a jetpack that can go that fast or just disappear. They go to investigate it. They use cameras. They can't find anything. So either these guys saw something that was extraterrestrial. I know that can move at the speed of light. Extraterrestrial beings can move at the speed of light. UFOs can move at the speed of light. So leave the comments. Let me know what you think. This is the Ravenous Blackbird, and I will see you in the next video.